If you've procrastinated and haven't filed your taxes yet, you have 3 days left ahead of that April 15th deadline. Lisa Green-Lewis, a CPA and tax expert for TurboTax, joins us now with some last-minute tax tips. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show and chatting with us. What advice do you have for people who haven't started filing their taxes just yet?
First, I would say don't worry, you still have time. The deadline is April 15th. I would just gather all your documents in one place so you don't leave anything out. You know, documents that report your income like W-2s and 1099s, and then definitely forms and receipts for those deductible items. And then second, you want to go online and e-file with direct deposit. That's the fastest way to get your tax refund.
And Lisa, there are key tax law changes and adjustments this season people need to know about. What are they and how do they impact taxes?
The first one is inflation adjustments. So inflation adjustments are made every year, but for tax year 2023, this is the most we've seen in decades, about 7.1%. And one of them is the standard deduction. So about 90% of tax filers claim the standard deduction. So for tax year 2023, if you're single, it's going to be $13,850. Married filing jointly, $27,700, and head of household, $20,800. And then also energy efficiency credits. So under the Inflation Reduction Act, there were some provisions passed that expanded energy efficiency credits, and those really kick in for tax year 2023. So if you put in energy efficient doors and windows, that credit went up to $1,200 from $500.
Oh, wow.
And then energy efficient cars, electric vehicles, we always had the $7,500 for new vehicles, but now you may be able to get a credit if you bought a used electric vehicle up to $4,000.
And that is new this past year. Okay. That's really good information. For taxpayers, looking to file taxes after that April 15th deadline in need of an extension, talk us through this process.
Yes, so you can file an extension. You need to file it by the deadline of April 15th. And just remember, if you owe money, it is only an extension to file. It's not an extension to pay what you owe.
Okay, that's good information. And for people, who want a little extra guidance filing their taxes, this is a foreign language to many of us, suggestions on where people can go to get that extra assistance.
Yes, they can come to TurboTax, whether they choose to do their taxes themselves or they can hand their taxes over to our TurboTax Live full service experts. And then we've also partnered with independent verified pros that are local tax pros in your area. So if you prefer to meet with someone in person, you can look on turbotax.com and find out where they are.
Okay, we're on it, and we, of course, will put all of this information inside this article on clicktohouston.com. Lisa Green-Lewis with TurboTax, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. And remember, we have a full list of tax season resources, including this interview we just did, to help you ahead of that fast approaching April 15th deadline, up right now on our website, clicktohouston.com/taxes.